Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Gun. It's Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Next score, Jaguars 7, Chiefs 0.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A run for Nick Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City.
Noah Gray.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well,
they needed that. I don't know, Charles.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for KC. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They go play action with Lawrence.
On the move to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Mahomes flush to his right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And room there to work it inside the 25.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Steps away. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Forced out to his left. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That's Jawaan Taylor, the right tackle. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give to Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Shenault. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence.
And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyron Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And Sharp hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Come on! I see you over there, boy. I like that, boy. Let it go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.